Did you know that you make more money in wage and salary than most billionaires? If you don't believe me, keep watching. Let's go. So how are billionaires actually getting paid? They can make a simple contract with the company or the shareholders and say, hey, you give me $1 in salary and also 5% of the stocks that are going to be distributed this year, or you offer me 1,000 shares of this company, blah, blah, blah. So instead of getting money sent to their bank account, they're just getting more assets. If they need to, they can borrow against those assets to get a loan. Because it's a loan and its debt does not generate any taxable income. And now they have money to pay for whatever they need to pay for throughout the year. So they want to have a tax strategy where it looks like they're making a very little amount on paper. So we need to understand the difference between liquid cash and net worth. Net worth is all of your assets minus all of your liabilities. So if you have $1,000 in the bank, and you have a $500 loan, you only have a $500 net worth. I'm trying to promote my financial stuff on Threads now, and a lot of stuff pops up hating on billionaires, saying that they're the most evil, corrupt people on earth. I don't understand why people have billions of dollars. Nobody needs $1 billion. And I'm always trying to educate these people. Billionaires do not have billions of dollars in their actual bank account. Anybody who knows about money and knows how to use money efficiently to create more money knows that having your money stuck in a bank is the stupidest thing that you should be doing. Now, I'm not saying average people like you and me shouldn't have savings accounts. I'm a strong advocate for having emergency funds, but once your emergency funds are filled up 3 to 6 to 12 months based off of your income earning skills, once you have that money saved, you should not be putting any more into savings, and you should be investing it so your money can grow. If you look right now at the Forbes richest list, you're probably going to see Elon Musk at the top. Now, when you look at the fact that they have billions of dollars of wealth and you get angry, it's misplaced anger because they don't actually have that money in their bank account. All they have is a company that's worth that much money. So think about this for a second. Do you honestly think somebody who has billions of dollars is going to just put all of that money in a bank that only gives you 0.1% interest each year, and the bank is only federally insured for up to $250,000? It doesn't make any sense. Think about it from a Shark Tank perspective. People walk in with maybe $1,000, $100,000 to their name, but they do a deal with the shark, and after a 15-minute pitch, they're all of a sudden worth $500,000. It's not money that's for them. It's for the business. I want you to try this experiment. Go to the Forbes richest 100 or whatever list and look and see who the top 5 people are. And then wait 1 week later, come back and look at the same list. You'll see people drop and lose $5 billion a day, $10 billion a day, $25 billion a week. This is not money that's actually being deposited or getting put back into their accounts. This is just the value, again, of all of their assets minus their liabilities. That's what net worth is. They're typically looking at the value of all of their companies and their assets. And 9 times out of 10, because they own a majority stake in the business, they have the most shares. As the stock price rise, their net worth rises. It's just that simple. A lot of people talk about how we need to tax the rich more. And then another thing a lot of people like to say is billionaires just need to pay their fair share. And there's 2 schools of thought on this. Our system has created incentives for people to create jobs for people, to create housing for people. So when you accumulate a lot of wealth, you're going to be using this tax breaks because the government wants you to do these things. The government cannot do everything. They can't even balance a budget every single year. So they look to individual citizens to do this stuff. And so if you either take away the tax breaks or tax people who have a higher income more, they're just going to get up and leave the area that they're currently staying in and move to a state that's more favorable in taxes. So for instance, California, New York, lots of companies have moved away from these cities because the state is not being favorable when it comes to taxes. So all that tax revenue that was coming in to those businesses is now leaving. And now that all the people who are rich are leaving because they have the money to, who do you think the city or the state turn to collect taxes from? So that's why you might see your property taxes increase or individual sales tax increase. So how can people become billionaires, millionaires? It's because they're providing value to the marketplace. Let's say you have an idea to create a children's book and everybody likes it and it blow-up-shuates like J.K. Rowling did. Now people are giving you their money hand over fist and now you become a millionaire. You turn that product into a movie, you turn it into a show, you turn it into merchandise, and now you're a billionaire. You're not a bad person because you had a great idea. J.K. Rowling coming from nothing and now is a millionaire or billionaire, and then people want to hate on that because she provided value to a marketplace doesn't make any sense to me. But let me know in the comments if that makes sense to you. Why are we hating on billionaires? Because they've provided something to the marketplace. Amazon started out as a very small company only selling books, and now it's blown up to something big.
Amazon.com's total stock market value surged past $30 billion, making it worth more than a major industrial company like Texaco.
Well, I think if you're asking for sort of an emotional response, I think it's very humbling, and it creates a sense of responsibility.
You yourself are worth somewhere in the vicinity of $9 or $10 billion today. I only say that because I've got a follow-up question.
Okay.
What's with the Honda?
This is a perfectly good call.
Because they're providing value. When it's clutch time and it's almost a birthday or Christmas, what website do you turn to get delivery the next business day? You turn to Amazon. Because you're a consumer, you're giving these people who already have a lot of net worth more money, and then you're turning around and saying that they're the bad people. You're the ones who gave them the money. If you wanted to actually create no billionaires, or if you wanted to decrease the net worth of these billionaires, stop using their products. Stop going to Walmart, stop going to Amazon, stop buying Tesla cars. Go to a mom and pop shop and get all your grocery shopping done there. But you won't do that because it's not convenient. Mom and pop shops don't always have what you need. They've provided a service that is quick and easy to use, and therefore you give them money. So if you want to be mad at them for having such a high net worth, then again, stop using them. Tell your friends to stop using them. And once you start doing that, if you got enough people on board, the value of the company would decline, the stock price would decline, their net worth would decline. But again, is anybody really going to be doing that? I don't think so. I'll give you a scenario that's more personal to me. My Stan store has no value, has no perceived value right now to the marketplace. I think it's valuable because I'm putting different products on it that I know people could benefit from, but nobody's really taking advantage of them because of whatever reason. They don't like the prices. They don't feel like they need the service. They are utilizing the free community. Here's a quick plug for that. I'm building a community of first generation wealth builders. The first 100 members get in free. We're going to be dropping stuff occasionally. I personally hate getting those emails every week or every day about something I subscribe to. I'm not going to be doing that. If you get an email from me, then that means it's worthwhile and you should check it out. So again, Stan Store, link in the description, or it's going to be zooming by right now. Check out the free community. Join today so you can get educated. If you want to go fast, you go by yourself. If you want to go further, you go with a team. And that's what this community is for. So my Stan Store has no value because it's not generating any income. If my net worth was tied to my stand store, I'd have a zero net worth. But once people start to buy from the store, my net worth then increases. All people who are on the Forbes list have created value. You'll never look at the right-hand column and see what they got there for was drugs or extortion or anything like that. People are providing a service and it's valuable because the marketplace says it's valuable. You guys have heard the saying, play stupid game, win stupid prizes, right? Well, the same thing can be applied to building wealth. Solve big problems, get paid handsomely. Remember, if you're pointing one finger at somebody, that's three pointing back at you. Look at yourself, look at your spending habits. You're saying to yourself, I'm broke and it's all these billionaires' fault. Okay, let's take some accountability. Let's step our wealth game up in 2026. Again, join the community. Lots of great things are going to be coming to the channel and to the community in 2026. And that's going to do it for this episode. Let me know in the comments if you are still hating on billionaires. Even though you watched everything, you still have hate for people who have accumulated that much wealth for themselves. But more importantly, tell me why so I can have a respectful discussion with you in the comments. I want to learn more about that mindset. If you like the video, don't forget to pay the like tax. And if you didn't like the video, please click the down thumbs button twice for me so I can really get the message. Share this with somebody if you are in that I'm grinding to create more wealth for myself and I have this friend who's constantly telling me that money is evil and billionaires are evil. Share this with them so they can get a little bit more education. Maybe they can get off your back and join you in the quest to becoming more wealthy in this capitalistic society. And until the next one, remember to smile because you are beautiful. Peace.